Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. Today is Monday, guys, and I'm coming on because I'm getting dinner going. It's around 10 to 5. I wanted to get an earlier start with dinner, but I'm just, just the way the day went. So I'm just gonna make, I'm gonna make some sort of a pasta dish. Like, I'm gonna do, I have leftover American tomatoes that I had from last week. They're still good. And I have a can of this San Marzano I'm going to use. And I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a pasta dish with shrimp and mushrooms, guys. That's what I'm doing tonight. All right, so let me start with getting a pot up for the water for the pasta. I'm going to use I have to rinse this pot out because I have it on a lower shelf and it gets all dusty and everything. So I went to the doctor today for my visit. One second. And I had blood work done a couple of weeks ago. And so I had to go for that checkup and all that. And so my sugar's out of whack again. What else is new with me? So I have to get on the ball. We all know that. Of getting my sugar back in order. My sugar levels and my glucose level. And she was checking my heart and all that, And she said that now she hears a heart murmur. Which I've never had before. I've never had a heart murmur, ever. And she said that she hears a heart murmur now. So, but anyway, besides that, I have to go for she wanted me to go for a cardiogram and all that because of the diabetes. I'm high risk for, clogged arteries and all that stuff. These necklaces are always an issue. Because I can see them in the camera. So I have to go for a test and all that. And then she said we'll determine what that says as far as the heart murmur goes. Because I guess there are heart murmurs that you don't have to worry about. That just you have it like a lifelong heart murmur. I know people who have had heart murmurs. And they've had them all their lives, There's nothing really to worry about. But because of my other issues, the diabetes and all that, she wants me to have the cardiogram anyway, just to make sure that I don't have any thing going on in there, clogged arteries or anything, because the diabetes can cause heart disease and all that, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and that's I've had, so. She's concerned about that. So anyway, I have to go for, I have to make all kinds of appointments. I have to have that Cologuard thing. She wanted me to have a colonoscopy. I said, can I do the Cologuard, the one that you do at home? And she said, yeah, I could do that. So, and that, I guess, gives you an inkling if there's anything going on in there that you need to be checked out. So I'm going to do that, and I have to make all these appointments. I'm going for my mammogram April, I think it's the 8th or something. It's very, very soon. I have that, and then I have to make all these other tests too and stuff. So I am just going to be a little bit nervous because I'm going to give it all to God. I've learned to trust God and to give it all my issues to Him. But I'm a work in progress. You know what I mean? I'm a work in progress, and that's just the God's honest truth. All right, so let's get this going, okay? This is going to be like my own little invention, like last night. I almost repurposed that meal that I made last night. I might do that tomorrow night. I'm not sure. But anyway, right now, this is what I'm making tonight. I needed something different. I wanted pasta, but, not really. But this with the shrimp in it will be good. So I'm going to do that. And I need something pretty quick. So I'm going to open this can up. I got to get my, my thing. This is awful dirty. So let's cut some garlic up first, all right? We're going to do garlic. We'll do an onion. And, guys, the whole thing with the diabetes is once I, wean myself off of the sugar again, what happens is with diabetes, if you don't know, okay? Diabetes, when you overload yourself on sugar, what happens is, these are the symptoms of diabetes, okay? The symptoms of diabetes is excessive thirst, excessive peeing, and cravings, really bad, like sugar cravings. Because what happens is, let's say, I had a cookie. I had, in my case, maybe 3 or 4 cookies. And then what happens is, because you're eating that sugar, you're gonna crave it more. So you have to wean off it. It's almost like you're a drug addict and you have to wean off a certain drug, and then you have to go like with withdrawal. This is literally the truth. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even just saying it. You have cravings. So what do you want to do? You have to feed those cravings because the cravings are so bad. But I have been through it a number of times where when I wean off of all the sugar and the carbs and all that, you have to have a really strong will, and you have to, wean off of it. You have to stay off of it. But the thing is that you have to give yourself at least a week, so all those craves and stuff goes away. Once all that's done, once you get through that, out of that hump, over that hump of the cravings being gone, then you can manage it. But it's getting to that point that's really, really difficult. And for me, I'm like really, really in it now. Like my A1C is high, and I'm really in it. So the cravings are really, really high. So I'm feeding those cravings right now. So I have to wean off of that. So that's going to be rough for me. So I have to get in my mindset of getting in that mindset of coming off all that stuff again, and then get through it. So that's what I'm working on in my head. I'm gonna pray to God. I'm gonna ask God for His His grace and His His help to do this, because I need to do it, because diabetes is bad. It really is, guys. I mean, if you have it, if you know anybody, it could be really bad, and it affects you. It affects your organs and everything. And I lost 150 pounds thinking that I was going to get rid of the diabetes. But I'm insulin resistant, so it's not going to just go away, even with the weight loss, So it's just ridiculous. Anyway, but that's what I have to do. So, I have to get all these tests done, because I was supposed to get them done 3 months ago. And I went in there, and she's like, "Did you get this done? Did you get it?" No, I didn't get anything done, And I was like embarrassed, because I haven't done anything I'm supposed to be doing. I really haven't, and it's because of fear. That's what it's about. Because I'm always so scared, what's going to happen, or what if I have this, what if I have that, it's just the way it is. So, anyway, so I have to get on the ball, and I just want everybody to pray for me. And I will ask God for His grace. I can't even open this. His grace and His glory and His help to show me how to cope with all this stuff, because it needs, I need to take care of it, because I would love to be here to see my grandchildren grow up, or whatever. I'd love to see my grandchildren and be with my family. So I don't want to go anywhere. So it's just rough. You know how it is, guys. You know how it is. I'm not the only one, I'm sure. I know I'm not the only one who has gone through all this, worry and all of that. So yeah, so that's my story there. So yeah, I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna put mushrooms in this, like I said, and shrimp. The shrimp, I'm gonna saute in the pan by itself quick first with some oil and garlic. But I'm not going to, and then I'm going to take the shrimp out, because like usual when I make shrimp, I don't want it to overcook. So I'm just going to saute it quick for a minute, and then I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to saute it because, where is that olive oil? Because I want to get the flavors of garlic and oil in there, and then I'll put it in with the pasta when I bake it, because I'm going to do like a baking type of thing with the pasta. And the mushrooms. Where is my olive oil? I think I finished it. Let me go in the back and get my other olive oil. I want the flavor, guys, of I want the flavor of the shrimp with the oil and the garlic. So that's why I'm going to saute the I'm going to saute the shrimp and the garlic first together for a few minutes, just until it gets a little bit white, a little bit pink, and then I'm going to take it out. I'm not going to fully cook it in here because it's going to cook when it bakes as well. So I don't want to do that. But after I do the shrimp in here quick, I'm going to do a quick sauce in here. I'm going to take the shrimp out, and I'm going to put the sauce in there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it all up, and then I'm going to bake it. I'm going to put mozzarella in there, and I'm going to put probably some ragout that I have in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the ragout, but I think so. So yeah, so I'm going to use these San Marzano tomatoes because I have them in there. I have 2 more in there, and so I want to use them. I might as well use them up. I should just use my electric. But so let's get the I'm going to put the garlic in first because the shrimp is cold and I don't want the shrimp to, the shrimp is going to get like watery quick. So I want to just make sure I have some garlic, toasted first. So I'll put some garlic in there like that. Well, I might as well should I put all the garlic? No, I'll put that amount of garlic. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll put the mushrooms in first, and then I will, and then I'll put the shrimp in. Frankie doesn't like mushrooms, so I want to make this meal tonight. So he has things that he can make for himself. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to let these mushrooms cook for a few minutes by themselves. Oh wait, I got to get onions in here too. And then I'm going to take that out and then put the shrimp in itself, I think. Well, I put the shrimp in with it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do because I want to leave the shrimp. I'm going to leave the mushrooms in with the shrimp, but I want the mushrooms to cook longer than I want the shrimp to cook. So that's why I'm doing it this way, guys. Just cutting some onions up. So today was the first day in a very, very long time that I felt a little bit Not depressed. Well, I don't know. I suffer from depression and anxiety. You guys are new here, you wouldn't know that, but you should know it if watch my channel. But it's been at bay for a while now. I've been pretty stable. And then today I woke up and I didn't feel my best. I really didn't. And it's a little bit better this afternoon. I got news for you. I wasn't going to go to the doctor because I was like, I don't want to go to the doctor. Like, I was just avoiding. I was avoiding it, And my husband's like, he really wanted me to go. So I said, let's go. I got to get it over with. I can't keep procrastinating about it. So I got up and I did it. Forced myself to get dressed, get up and get out, and I definitely feel better doing that. So I'm glad that I did that. So, like I said, I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm feeling okay right now. So I'm just going with it. That's what I'm doing. All right. So I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna do this because, like I said, I want this to cook a little bit by itself because then I'm gonna put the shrimp in here and let the shrimp cook just a couple of minutes. But once that happens, everything is going to kind of get a little bit watery because the shrimp is going to give off a lot of liquid. I'm trying to think what. Okay, I have to get Billy in here. Bill, I have to get you in here a minute. Where is my I hope that's not in the refrigerator. I hope it's not in the refrigerator downstairs. My glass, one like that, but it's square. Is that it up there, or is that the small one? Because I know I have a big one. Where is it though?
It's a small one.
I need a big one like that. There you go. That's it. That's it. Thank you. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna make it in this. This is what I'm making it in. So. So this is time I could put the shrimp in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit more olive oil in the middle. Like I said, it's really not gonna fry up too long because it is frozen. See what's going to happen. And then what it's going to do is it's going to give off. Hello, Linda, get it together. It's going to give off all that liquid. Okay. And then that'll all be flavor. It'll all be flavor, and that'll flavor the sauce, See how instantly it's frozen and it's... But I wanted to saute a little bit with the olive oil and the garlic. That's why I threw more olive oil in here too, guys. Okay? And what I'm gonna do is before I put it into the pasta, I'm gonna try to cut up the shrimp a little bit to make the shrimp just a little bit smaller. I think that's what I'm gonna do. See, the thing is that I don't wanna put the sauce. I don't want to leave the shrimp in with the sauce because the marinara sauce is going to cook a little bit, and I don't want the shrimp to overcook. Because the shrimp will overcook, and then it'll be rubbery. Who wants to have rubbery shrimp? I don't buy it and spend the money on it to have rubbery shrimp. We want to enjoy it. We don't want it, it to be rubbery. So that's the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out of there, make the marinara quick, and then add that to the pasta. once I get the pasta boiled. That's what I'm gonna do. Pepper. Some salt. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons or a tablespoon of butter in here. Let's put some Italian seasoning in here. Some garlic. I do have fresh parsley in the refrigerator. I'm going to get that out and add that after to the marinara. Now, you know how I tell you guys that I put the steak seasoning in mostly everything? I'm not putting steak seasoning in this. I don't put it in, where is the onion? I don't put it in my marinaras and stuff. I could put it on here just to flavor the shrimp, but I'm not going to do that today. Today I'm doing onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, dried parsley, and I will do fresh parsley because I have it. I bought it the other day when I was buying. I bought cilantro because I'm going to make my salsa. I got to make my salsa by tomorrow before those tomatoes get crazy. All right, so this is what I'm going to do now. Now these don't have the tail on them. The tail is off of these. So I'm going to put it in this pan, and what I'm going to do is that handle is going to be hot. I know it is because it's over by. I don't know anybody from Ashley, Virginia. Do you? Because I don't. So I don't answer if I don't know anybody from that. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. This is the problem here. I'm afraid I'm gonna. Yeah, here we go. All right, I had to have husband come in and do it because it was too heavy for me. I should know. It's too heavy for me. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some more garlic in here. And then we'll put the marinara in here. And I'm doing that only because I'm putting more, fresh sauce in here, so I want it to be seasoned. And the onions I have in here, so that's fine. Let me get the parsley out. right, here's parsley. Okay, let me go get the pasta. I'll be right back for the water. All right, I gotta go get the pasta. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Now that the garlic is sizzling, okay, I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna add some water to this. I'm gonna just crush these tomatoes up a little bit. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, this. Put this in. A little bit more water. Okay. All right. We're gonna season this up. Salt. Pepper. Garlic. Because guys, what I'm gonna do is I don't think I'm gonna have any like extra sauce. Maybe a little bit left over after I put this in with the pasta. I might have a little bit. Let this simmer for a good 15-20 minutes. Okay. Put some grated cheese in there because that's what I do. I can find it. And I passed it like 3 times. All right. I'm gonna go get the pasta. I think I'm gonna do like a ziti or a penne. We're gonna do. I want this to get moving a little bit. I'm going to put some fresh parsley in it in a minute. So I'm going to put the top on it. I'm going to go in the back and get the pasta. All right, guys, so this is what I'm doing. This pan right here is never, ever going to fit the pasta and the sauce and this. So my next biggest pan is this one over here, so that's what I'm going to put it in. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to move everything around. It's going to be, you know, way too big for it, but I need it to be bigger than smaller, so that's what I gotta do. Sorry. All right. So that's what I gotta do. I just put some pasta in there. I gotta put. What did I do here now? Yeah, I gotta put this pasta in here because I put a little bit of the other size penne, and that takes two minutes longer to cook. So I had to put that in first. Where's the spoon that I just had? See, it's starting to come up to a little bit of a simmer. I want it to come to like a wrapping kind of boiled for like 10, 15 minutes. I have Bible study tonight, so. Need to have everything organized. Billy's still off work. Alexa, stop. Alright, let's put the other pasta in there. Alexa, set the timer for 9 minutes. No, for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
Because then it's going to bake in the oven for a few minutes, guys. Let me go throw this out, this out, this out. Let's put some fresh parsley in here. And then I'm going to just mix some mozzarella in it. I'm not sure if I'm going to put ragout in it. I don't know. What should I do, guys? I wish I could hear yous. What should I do, girls and guys? So,
He's snoring louder than usual.
did I say I have a heart murmur? Did I tell you guys that? Yeah, I think I said I told you, right? So we got to get that checked out and see what the story is with that. I never had a heart murmur in my life. I don't understand why I have it now, but so we'll see. Alright, that's it. Pretty rough. I don't care if it's big. Where's the spoon? Oh. Alright. Let's let this come to a little bit of a simmer. Let me get the cheese out. See what I think I have a half a block, or no, I might have a full block of mozzarella. Bill, should I put ragout in it?
Oh,
Ragout.
yeah, why not? It's your creation. It'll make everything creamier.
What?
It makes it creamier.
I usually do like a ragout mixture, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to plop through some blocks of ragout in there. Yeah, today's one of those days, guys, that I don't feel like going all out. Yesterday I did a big meal. You know, I made up that meal, that recipe, which was perfect, which was good. But feeling a little less motivated today.
He's snoring louder than usual.
And that's okay. Cooper had a bath, guys. hubby gave him a bath, so he is poop-de-doo. Let me show you him. Okay? He's out for the count. Look at him. Can you see him over there? Let me bring his in there.
He's snoring.
When he has a bath, he is even more tired than he usually is. Look at him. Look, there he is. You hear him snoring? Listen. Listen. Shh. No, he's not gonna do it. He snores like an 85-year-old man who hasn't slept in 3 weeks. Bro is right here. He actually is going for a bath tomorrow, a grooming, a shave. We're not sure what Julie's gonna do yet. I hope she's not gonna shave him down totally, but most of the way I think he is gonna get shaved. His hair is just awful, and it's Brody. He's got a beard, a mustache, everything, guys. So tomorrow he's gonna get his hair did. Yes. So they both gonna be nice and clean. Nice. Alright, guys, so see, this is boiling a little bit. This is what I wanted. I wanted it to become a rapid boil. Lower the flame just a little bit. Let's test this pasta. Because the pasta, like I said, it's gonna bake in there, so I gotta shred that. Yeah, that's definitely not done yet. So I gotta get the shredder to shred that cheese up. All right, so the thing just went off. Let's check out the pasta and see if it's. We'll check out the thicker one because the thicker one had to take longer. All right, another minute. Let's shred, we gotta shred the cheese up. Another minute, guys. The one that's a little bit thicker is definitely a little bit hard still. I like it hot, I like it al dente, but I don't want it like, because it has to cook longer with the ziti anyway, so. Bill, would you mind straining the pasta for me? Thank you.
Work.
That's all I
ever
ever
do.
do. You gotta get the strainer though, I'm sorry, it's in the back. I'm gonna do some of this shredded and some of it I'm gonna cut,
Bill to the rescue.
I think.
Brother.
Need what you could do is strain it and then just put it right into that silver pan right there.
What, the pasta?
Put the pasta right into this pan, yeah.
I thought maybe you were talking about the pot.
The what?
It was a joke. In here?
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go, baby.
Thanks.
Shrimp's good.
Yeah.
I had to take my payment.
He's got to get payment, guys. He thinks. I'm hoping. All right, so here we go. Let's give this a mix. Yum. I gotta plug my Oh my god, that's typical. That's alright, your dogs will eat it, right? Well, there's one each. Bill, text Frankie and tell him that I made a pasta dish with mushrooms and shrimp, so he's not going to want to eat that. Let's put cheese in there. I made a mess. Huh? What else is in it?
My class was good today.
Was good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna mix this up, guys. Alright, I'm gonna put this in there, guys. Okay. We're gonna season this up a little bit because like I said, I usually season it up. Brody, come on, out of the kitchen. So I'm just doing it like this. This is just the way I do things. So you don't have to do it like I do it, guys. Okay? Come on, Brody. Out of the kitchen. I'm not gonna put an egg in it. I would normally put an egg in it, but I'm not doing that. Just to give it a little season. And it'll all mix up in here with the... This is definitely going to be 2 meals. Because we're gonna have a leftover night.
Even Tara said, she's like, I think we should go on strike. I'm like, Tara, you're the boss.
That's what we're gonna do. We're having a designated leftover night. And
Well, you won't get paid.
it doesn't I don't have it written in stone of what day it is, but it'll probably be, what's today, Monday?
Monday.
It'll probably be like Wednesday or definitely Thursday, either one of those days. Bill, I need you to come here and help me.
Oh my nerves.
Just get in here.
I'm earning my dinner tonight.
Yeah, you are. I
God.
need you to take the sauce, and pour it in here. But not all of it, I'll tell you.
Gravy?
It's marinara, it's not,
Whatever it is.
but you need to use the things.
Yeah, I know. I see it's hot. Coming over. Hot stuff coming. Hot stuff
Let's
coming.
try.
And the gravy's pretty warm too.
Do you want to have some extra to put
Oh,
on
okay.
top, so then just put the whole thing in? Well, we'll see. I just dropped the whole glove. Yeah, I think you should put the whole thing in.
Yeah.
I said we're having designated leftover nights now, because we're gonna have this and we have the other meal that I was gonna repurpose tonight. I'll repurpose that
Here,
maybe
Bubba.
tomorrow.
Are you gonna move that?
This is only a pound and a quarter
Why don't I
of
put that on the stove here?
this is a pound and a quarter of pasta. That's all it is.
Yeah, let me put this on the stove here.
Watch Brody.
Yeah,
Brody
Bubba.
is like what does he call? What do we call
A
him?
vulture?
No, he's
A predator?
what is the Did Julie go back upstairs?
Yeah.
She went back up?
I think she should.
Joe?
Yeah, come on.
He is, what are they called? Like a hunter, you know?
Yeah,
He's,
predator.
no, there's a different word for it. I forget what it is. I hope this is enough sauce.
I'm sure it's enough sauce, it'll be fine.
Doesn't that look amazing, guys? Mmm.
Looks alright.
Mmm.
Looks alright.
It's aight.
Alright.
Aight. I hope it's not gonna be dry, because I don't like dry things.
Not gonna
Do
be
you think I should add a little bit more sauce? Do you think it's good?
Got a dripper, right?
Yeah, a little bit
It's
more.
not gonna be dry. You need it for whatever dishes you have. It's all done now, so I want to use the cleanup tonight. You got a good husband.
I got an amazing husband.
He's alright.
I've always known that. My mom used to, oh, I didn't cut the shrimp, but it is what it is. My mom used to always say, you got a good one. You better. She used to always, my mother used to always, Yell at me. you better do this, do that. She would,
Ow.
you know, she would always stick up for him.
I was worth sticking up for.
Alright, let's not toot your horn that much.
Oh, I'm tooting it, baby. I'm tooting it good.
I think you got a pretty good woman here
I
too.
never said I didn't, did I? Did you ever hear me say I didn't?
Alright guys, that should be enough pasta lay. Ow, 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 ow. What are you touching it for? You know it's hot.
I didn't know it was still hot. It's been on for a while.
Alright, so we're just gonna put some of the rest of the shredded cheese, whatever it is.
Take that handle off.
If I can get it.
Right?
Oh, you got this all soapy, and I need this now.
Why
Nothing
is it
Mary.
soapy?
This? What?
Is your popcorn bucket clean?
I don't know if you get it. I'll look at it now. I'll cut that off. But
What?
I'll pop my popcorn bucket. I'm so excited. Julie's going to get popcorn for the movie theater. Guys, I just showered grated cheese all over. And this is why Brody waits right here next to me, because he knows that I'm a messy cook. Julie, what is Brody again?
If you want, I'll wash
We
them.
always call him Jill.
Mama?
Why do we always call Brody?
Hunter.
How he sniffs.
Oh,
Not a hunter. What is
no, we
it?
usually say a hound.
Like he's a hound. you know,
Yeah, he
like,
does have hound in him.
Yeah, like hounds, go. They're always looking for something.
More like a
That's
fatso
what
if
he
you
is.
ask me.
Be nice to him.
He's fat.
He's fat, but he's
And you're
cute.
skinny.
I was showing everyone, we were showing the family pictures last night of Cooper and Brody.
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe how big Cooper got, like how chubby he got.
Yeah.
Because Annie and Mahesh haven't seen him in so long.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Since he was
that's
skinnier,
true.
so they couldn't believe how big he is. They were like, he was a
He used
big
to
dog
run the tree
before.
You don't remember? That hasn't been that long.
They haven't
I
seen him
guess,
since he
yeah.
gained weight,
Yeah.
and he's gotten bigger since then.
right.
They couldn't believe it. They're like, now that's a dog. I'm like, yeah.
Guys,
know.
Julie's, Darren's mom, Julie's mother-in-law. Oh my God, she's an amazing cook. She sent me
text her
over. Yeah, she sent me over these chickpeas that she makes.
It's called Chana.
Chana. I don't know what she does. Let me tell you something. I've tried to make these chickpeas. They come out okay. Hers are amazing. I literally could just sit there and eat them out of the bowl. They are so
They work.
good. I don't even know what she does. I don't know, but they're just amazing. So I was eating them before. So yummy. Okay, so it looks like it needs a little bit more sauce, but I don't have any, so I'm not gonna put it in. All right, so let's put it back into the oven. And this will be ready in like a half hour. There you go, guys. Yummy. I know it looks like enough for 10 people, right? That's why I said we're having a designated leftover night now. We are. We're going to have leftovers. One night every week we're going to have leftovers.
We'll be right back.
All right, be careful. All right, so we have, Julie has those tubs from like from the movie theater. And if you save the tubs, you can go in there and get just get popcorn for like $5-6 for the big tub. So once every couple of weeks she goes and she gets them, and she has two, so she gets one for me, one for them, and one for us and one for them. And so tonight is Bible study, so I'm always eating popcorn. They're like, Linda, every time I go on Bible study and I'm eating the popcorn, they're like, Linda, you eating popcorn again? Yes, I am. There is nothing like that movie theater popcorn. I don't care what you do at home. I mean, I could get it pretty close, but you can't mimic it 100%. You just can't. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. So the baked ziti, whatever you want to call it, concoction is in the oven. We're gonna wait for that to be done, and then that's it. I don't know if I need a little bit more sauce. I might open up another can and just pour it over it, because it's just my own hang up. All right, I'll be back, guys, in a minute. All right, people, here we go. Look at that. Julie took some already. Bill and I are going to take ours now. Me and Julie made a little salad for ourselves. I felt like a little something fresh. Oh, you know what? The parsley. So yummy. All right, guys, I'll be back on my plate in 1 minute.